Hi, this is James.
And this is Tina.
Welcome to
Whatever Topics.
where we'll be talking about
Anything, whatever pops into our head's gonna pop out of our mouth.
Hope you enjoy the show. Hey everybody. Hey Tina.
Hi.
Okay. Hey, welcome to episode number 2 of Whatever
Topics.
There you go. All right, so we have had a lot of problems here with this today, trying to get everything worked out. We thought we had it figured out to where we could answer a phone being in the studio. So we got everything all set up this afternoon, Saturday at 4, and we lost our internet because of the satellite. Let me explain something to you. This is Florida.
Hurricane season and satellite internet do not mix.
No, that's like putting vinegar and water together, and it just doesn't go. So we couldn't get the program to work. We've thought of different ways to do it, and I think what we're going to do from here on is we're just going to go pre-recorded. And if you have any comments, questions, or answers, you can contact us at whatevertopics@gmail.com or our Facebook page, Whatever Topics. That'd be facebook.com/whatevertopics. We've got a group page also that, if anybody is interested in jumping on there and joining up with us, we just started that the other day and got, I don't know, what do we got, about 7 people on there already?
I think so.
So if you want to go to there, it's facebook.com/groups/whatevertopics and join up with that. And we're going to be posting our episode on Whatever Topics page. I don't know if we're going to put it on the group page or not, but we are going to put it on the regular Whatever Topics page. Okay, yeah, we only got 5 members on that so far, but help us out and join that group page and help us get that going. Also, hit like and share on facebook.com/whatevertopics. Topics is spelled Topix.
Right.
So we don't get that straight. If you want to be on the podcast, we can work something out to get you on there as pre-recorded. If you're interested in that, give us a call at 239-285-1574. Give us a call at that number and we'll talk to you about getting on the podcast itself. So what's up?
Not much.
Not a whole lot of nothing there. We got a list of things that we wanted to bring up. Now you're more into one thing and I'm more into another. I'm more into the TV commercials and what kind of stupid people are making these commercials. You know, these people are going to be running the country one of these days.
I worry about the ones that are going to be working in the food service after some of the things I've read lately.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, you got to watch that because some people are posting things that happened back in 2013 and it appears to be something new that just happened.
But the ones that I've been reading are up-to-date happening now things.
Right.
I check on the dates.
Like licking a screwdriver at Home Depot and putting it back on the shelf and nobody seemed to care.
Yeah, not like the ones I'm reading about.
Okay, throw one at me.
Okay.
I'm sure everybody's heard them, but...
Oh, let's see. We got the people who are licking ice cream and putting it back in store freezers. They're spitting in bottled tea and putting it back on store shelves. And they're gargling mouthwash and putting it back on the store shelves after spitting it back in the bottle. Now, what I want to know is what's wrong with these people? Are their brains fried or do they even have any?
Well,
Gee, even a 2-year-old has more respect and better manners than these children do.
Yeah, but, you know, here's what gets me. People, you know, they got safety caps and they safety way, you know, like mustard, ketchup, things like that. You know, you got to peel the little seal off of the lid and put the cap back on. Mouthwash, I mean, it would take me 5 minutes to peel the plastic off the cap.
Not all of those things, though, have that plastic on them.
And I thought they all did.
No, they don't.
Ice cream, Blue Bonnet, Bluebell. Bluebonnet's butter. Wait till they start licking butter. No, don't go nowhere with that one.
No.
But Bluebell, they say that their packages of ice cream are safe because they freeze them upside down, and that way the ice cream freezes to the lid and it makes it a little hard to get off. And if you get one that comes off pretty easy, it could have been tampered with.
That's what I check every time I go to the store. I open the lid on things to make sure that people's fingers haven't been on it or whatever, because I've seen people reach in bags of grapes, eat half the grapes, and put the seeds back in the bags. I mean, seriously, people have no manners. They are childish.
Right.
What I'm thinking is funny, though, is these people aren't thinking about the 20 years that they can spend in prison for food tampering.
Well, yeah, they're gonna get them. They've done found the one. I don't know what they're going to do from here, but they have identified the one girl.
Mm-hmm. And you know, this is bad. They spend 20 years. You know what's going to happen to them? They're going to be told what to do, when to go to bed, like their mommies would tell them. They're going to spend a lot of time with hardcore killers, rapists, gang members. They're not going to think their childish pranks are so funny after that.
Right. If that's the way you're going to do it, I don't want these people running the country, you know?
Do you want them working in your food service?
I might not be here, but my kids and my grandkids will still be here.
Exactly.
And these people are just idiots.
You know
the challenge. That's all it is. It's a challenge.
You know what the problem is, though? A lot of parents today refuse to discipline their kids. So, you know, teach them manners. You got to teach them just respect. Pay attention to what they're doing and quit pushing them aside.
Right.
And, you know, if you don't discipline your kids, you're going to end up with ill-mannered, disrespectful, hateful adults, and you're going to have a lot of heartache when they grow up into adults.
Yeah. Let's go to a TV commercial.
Alrighty.
We can always come back to this.
No, this is a little bit of everything, so...
Here's one of the things that I wrote down was Alexa.
Uh-oh.
You seen that commercial?
I've seen Alexa.
Yeah, when that woman gets up in the middle of the night, was it 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that, and she hears a noise outside. She says, "Alexa, what time is it?" And Alexa comes back and says, "It's 4 a.m. Oh no, Alexa whispers back to you.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, what if you got your hearing aids out? You wake up in the morning and you're whispering to keep everybody quiet, you know, or sleep, and you say, does Alexa get a little bit louder for you, or does she tell you to put your hearing aid in and I can tell you?
Good question.
Oh boy, that was a good. I like that commercial.
Oh, now speaking of commercials, I found an advertisement not too long ago, and it's really funny. It's one for WD-40 that was put out in 1964.
Okay.
It's an ad. It says, "Do you have tight nuts or a rusty tool? Then use WD-40 in the man-sized pressure pack. Makes old tools like new again. Tools slide in and out with ease. Lubricates dry passageways. Makes screwing a pleasure. Gives better penetration." Now that's on a WD-40 advertisement.
And how far back was that one?
1964.
Wow.
Yeah, and it says WD-40, it's the good stuff. I'm sorry, that one was just funny to me.
And people back then probably never thought nothing dirty about it.
No, they didn't. But now you can't say something like that without somebody thinking dirty. It just hit me funny when I seen it.
Right. How about all the different makeup that they advertise on TV now? I mean, you got your eyeshadow, you got your eyelashes, you got your eyebrows, you got your face, you got
a whole new face there.
You can do wonders for your looks, right?
And then take it off.
Yeah, what are you going to look like when you take that stuff off?
Some kind of Halloween monster.
Go to bed with
Miss USA.
Miss USA and wake up with the Wicked Witch of the East.
Oh man, I've seen some of these people. They wear makeup all their lives, and when they take it off, they're scary.
Yeah, I worked with a girl one time, and she was good looking, and I was in I guess I was in my early 50s, and she was like 25 maybe. She had a daughter, and we all got along good at work, and she always come to work just spitting image of a model.
Yeah.
You know, and real friendly and everything. And she asked me one time if I could watch her daughter. She was probably about 6 months old, Well, she went somewhere, and I said, sure. I said, when you want me to come and get her? And she says, about 8 o'clock Saturday morning. I said, okay. Well, I was there. I went to the door, and I knocked on the door, and this woman answered the door, and I looked at her, and I says, holy cow, who's this? I says, is your sister here?
It can transform you completely. You don't realize how much different you really do look with makeup on and off.
Yeah, and it made me feel bad because I didn't recognize it. But you can't recognize them when they take that stuff off.
No, I'm sorry, I go for the natural look. No makeup, no lipstick, no nothing.
Yeah.
It costs a lot less money that way too.
Yeah. What do you got now?
Oh, gee, we got a couple jokes.
Okay.
You want the blonde jokes?
Yeah, blonde jokes. Oh, them are popular.
The jigsaw puzzle blonde joke. A blonde calls her boyfriend and says, please come over here and help me. I have a killer jigsaw puzzle and I just can't figure out how to get it started. He asked, well, what is it supposed to be when it's finished? The blonde says, well, according to the picture, it's a tiger. Her boyfriend goes over to help her with the puzzle. She lets him in and shows him where the puzzle is spread all over the table. He studies the pieces for a moment, then looks at the box. Then turns to her and says, first of all, no matter what we do, we're not going to be able to assemble these pieces into anything resembling a tiger. He takes her hand and says, second, I want you to relax, and then, he sighed, we'll put all these frosted flakes back into the box.
Okay.
That was good.
Sounds like some millennium. A millennium, yeah.
Whatever you call them.
Yeah, whatever you call them. Here's one. I've been watching this lawn lights set of 4, 1995. Sounds like a good deal to me. I mean, you can 4 lawn lights they run off of the light during the day to charge up. Then when it gets dark, they come on, or in the morning they go off. Well, that all sounds real good, But wait. If you order now, you get 2 sets of lights. So you get 8 lights. All you have to do is pay an extra fee.
Okay.
Now, what's the extra fee? You get free shipping on it to start with. What's the extra fee? You have to pay a shipping for all of them to come to you, or what? I'm almost ready to call these people and say, how can they be an extra fee when there's no fee?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Just pay extra fee. Shipping is free. What is extra?
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I think they ought to do on these pregnancy sticks that you buy, and they got it printed out, now, whether you're pregnant or not pregnant. Instead of having the plus and minus and all that, people can't understand plus and minus.
I'm surprised half these people can read pregnant and not pregnant, if you want the truth.
I think they ought to put it in cursive.
Oh, nobody'd ever be able to read it then.
Oh, yeah. Mommy, can you read this?
Oh, well, yeah, because people our age would know how to read that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you'd have to go to your parents to get them to read it, or your grandparents, or somebody else that's older than you.
True.
Yeah, I thought that was good. Well, you've seen this new math that they got out now, but it takes a whole whiteboard to figure out what 4 times 6 is.
God, and it used to be so much easier when we were younger.
Yeah, so this plus and minus thing really throws them off. I'm imagining that, that would be really rough. Okay, what else you got?
Oh, well, see, I read one the other day about a mother-in-law who threatened to call CPS because her granddaughter was wearing different colored socks.
Oh, no.
That's the trend now, which I think is kind of silly anyway. But to call CPS because they're wearing different color socks. Woman, do you have a brain? If that child has a roof over its head, eating right, not being beaten, there is no reason to call CPS at all.
What makes a difference with what color socks you wear? But here's the thing. You see it on TV all the time. Do what I want. And now they're coming out with wear what I want. And now they're coming out with I want it now.
Well, yeah, we're growing into a bunch of the world owes everything to me people.
I'll bet McDonald's going nuts on their drive-thru with that, because they're supposed to be the fastest drive-thru there is. And if it's not ready by the time you get to the second window, they're complaining to the managers.
What's bad though is there's a difference between 4 cars being in line and 30 cars being in line.
They
You're
don't
not,
see that.
Yeah, I know, and people don't know how to use their common sense
Go to
anymore.
McDonald's
That's
at rush hour at lunchtime.
why. Oh yeah.
There's 16 cars in line. Takes you 5 minutes to get to the microphone.
Yeah.
Then after you ordered it, you pull up to the next window and pay for it. And they say, please pull ahead. We'll bring it out as soon as it's done.
Oh yeah.
They're there 10 minutes or more.
No, that's true. I've seen
for the
that.
order from the time they get in line.
Mm-hmm.
And they're complaining about it. Well, you know what?
You go to work there and find out how easy it is serving that many people at one time.
Yeah, they can only cook so many burgers at a time, you know.
Common sense is gone and everything's rush, me. It better be my way.
They could cook everything all up at once. You know, they could cook 35 hamburgers and 16 French fries and 10 fish sandwiches. But if nobody orders all of them,
Then you end up throwing them away.
Throw them away.
Yep, it's a lot of money wasted.
Which brings me up to that one you was telling me the other day about stores now somewhere that was making them give the food to homeless people. And
I didn't catch where that was from. I didn't go completely into it, but I think it was like over in the UK or something, that restaurants and stores, anything that they're going to throw out because it might be like a little bit out of date or it's still good food, instead of throwing it away, they have to give it to homeless shelters or they're going to be fined big.
they put time dates on it.
They do. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Why wouldn't you, instead of throwing away $500 or $1,000 worth of food in the garbage, give it to somebody that can use it, that's hungry?
Right.
What's the problem with that?
There's no problem with that.
No, I think it's awesome. Like the restaurant I was reading about, that people go in and they'll order a meal. They don't eat it. They order it and they put their tickets up on the wall. So whoever comes in that's hungry can go to that wall and grab a ticket and get them a free meal that's, it's been paid for already by somebody else.
Right.
But to them it's free. And I think that's an awesome idea, because there's a lot of people out there that don't have the money, that aren't eating, they're homeless, they need help.
Another thing I'm looking at on TV is all these sex commercials.
Oh gee.
You're gonna have sex and everything.
Everything now, it's...
something or another.
Yeah.
Now they got a drink called Naked.
Oh, they've had that out for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're starting to name the products. It's like Sex on the Beach. That drink.
Oh, there's a few of those
that's been out
too.
for a long time. But if it doesn't have sex in it, nobody wants to buy it.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean,
I'm old, but I'm not.
Yeah, well,
I get tired of listening to it. It's not because I don't believe they should do it. I just get tired of listening to it every commercial.
Yeah, everything's sex, or everything's geared toward people with the minds of a 2-year-old.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, dude,
gummy bears, they might fly into my mouth.
Oh my God, I know that. That's just so crazy, so crazy.
Oh, I like these because they're squishy.
Mm-hmm. How old are these people making these commercials? Are they letting 4 and 5-year-olds make these commercials?
And then using adults as the kids,
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
Let's go back in time.
Oh, how far? Because I don't have a real good memory.
Man, let's go back, see how many people can go back to what was it like before microwaves.
I couldn't tell you that. I'm not old enough. I've always had a microwave, so I don't know.
I think the first microwave I had was back in the 80s, early 80s.
Well,
But-
okay, maybe I don't remember them.
Before that, like you want to throw a bag of popcorn in the microwave and cook it, you got it in 2.5, 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have to buy that Jiffy Pop or put it in a kettle and grow our own popcorn and cook it on the stove.
We did Jiffy Pop.
Yeah, we did that. But, that was no big thing. Pizza, you want a pizza, you don't call it in and go get it or have it delivered. You went to the store and you bought pizza in a box.
Yeah,
What was that, Chef Boyardee, I think it was?
might have been.
And one night you decided, let's have pizza. Okay, that was a family thing. Everybody can help out making the pizza. Put it in the oven and cook it. it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's all they had too. I mean, there wasn't 16 different kinds. Salt-free, butter-free, extra butter, extra salt.
Pineapple
things
pizzas.
like that. Pineapple pizza. I never tried one of them.
To me, pineapple and pizza just don't go together. I'm sorry.
The best pizza I think we ever had was that bacon
cheeseburger.
Bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, that was good.
And we got that up in Ohio. But they got it here too. I'm going to try it one of these days and see if it's anything as good as that.
They probably don't put as much bacon on here.
Right. It depends on what part of the state you live in as to what they put the most on. So, it's just... commercials are gimmicks. I mean, that's all there is to it. For as low as $9.95 a month, you can get this plan for your insurance. Well, they don't tell you that's only $1,000. If you want $10,000 or $20,000 worth of insurance, it's going to cost you $60, $70 a month. But they don't tell you that. It says start that as low as $9.95.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, locked in rate.
Yep.
And then they got insurance for older people. If you're between the age of 65 and 85, or 55, I think it's 55 and 85, you can get it for a locked-in rate that's as low as $9.95 a month. Well, what are you going to do for $1,000 worth of insurance?
Yeah. Ooh, talking about remembering. When
Don't
I
make it
was
too hard on me.
Now, mind you see these 5 and 6-year-old kids now with their little actual cell phones.
Right.
When I was 6-year-old, you know what my phone was? It was one of them little phones you could pull behind you and the eyes went up and down.
Yeah.
You remember those?
Yeah, I did.
That was my phone. I can't imagine. My mother would have never gave me a cell phone at that age.
My first toy that I can remember that moved by itself was an airplane. You put batteries in it. Well, back then they only had D batteries, so you put a couple D batteries in it and you turn it on and it'll go. And when it hit something, it'd turn and go the other way. And when it hit something, it'd turn and go another way. And the lights flashed on it, like the wings and stuff. That's what our airplanes was like. Now they got remote control airplanes, remote control helicopters, remote control drones with cameras, The only thing I had back when I was younger was a black and white camera that you had to put the roll of film in and feed it into the other roll and start it, and then close the lid.
Oh, gee.
And then when it was done, you had to rewind it back into the roll and take it to a store to have them develop it. It'd take you about 7 days or more to get it back. Now, what do? You go out there and you got your camera, your phone, whatever, take a picture, poof, it's there already.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is download it or upload it, whatever you want to do. These kids today, they wouldn't know how to, they've never heard of it, let alone know how to do it. So, they're not taught.
No, they're not taught at all.
The main thing that every kid should learn before they leave home for a date or anything is how to change flat tire on a car.
Okay, I'll be the first to admit I never did learn that.
Did your parents know how, or did they call AAA?
Well, my dad knew how. I don't know about Mom.
I was taught that when I was like 14.
Yeah. I think boys are taught that more than girls are, though.
Well, if you're going out on a date, hopefully you're going out with a boy or
somebody
if you're a girl,
that knows
if
that.
you're a girl, yeah. Because they didn't have same-sex dates back then. It's all messed up, what do you do if the car overheats? Nobody knows. They call AAA.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. It's bad. I mean, simple things they should know. I mean, I know the basic things: how to change your oil, how to put your gas in your car, how to check your brake fluid, stuff like that. But the tire thing was a no-no for me. I didn't know.
Right.
Another thing this is something about when I was growing up, and people don't teach these things anymore. At 9 years old, I already knew my basic life skills and responsibilities. I was helping Mom sweep, mop, set table, wash clothes, wash dishes, put them away, and keep my room clean. Okay? They don't teach that no more. We don't want my kids to have to do that. And, I learned how to take responsibility for my own actions. If I did something wrong, I didn't go to a friend's house, or I got my TV taken away, or I didn't go places with friends. And if it was bad enough, I got my butt whooped. And people don't believe that either. Take their favorite things away from them if you don't want to do that. But we played outside all day long. We got exercise, and we learned how to use our brains and be sociable. Not today. People don't know that either.
Well, today, people say, your kid gets in trouble for something, you say, go to your room. Stay in your room all day. You're going to be in your room all day. You're not going nowhere.
Right.
Well, that's where all their toys are. That's where all the games and videos and all that stuff is, phones and all that. So you're not taking nothing away from them.
Well, my kids ended up sitting on the couch, and they had to sit there with no TV, no games, no nothing. Or they got, it's like, okay, you know what? You're not going nowhere with your friends. You're not going to play your video games. You're not going to have your friends over. You're not going to have your TV. Stuff like that. And that's how they were taught.
Was you the remote control for the TV back in your day?
Back in my day, when I was younger, my dad was.
I was a remote controller. My mom would tell me, get up and change the channel. Get up and turn the volume up. Get up and shut TV off. I remember I had to get up and walk 5 feet across thick carpet to turn off the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people will spend 30 minutes looking for the remote when they was within 5 feet of turning the TV off. Do you know how to turn this TV off without the remote?
I'd have to look for the buttons on it.
Yeah. And if you lose your remote, you just push the button on the box and the remote beeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. People are getting weak, getting soft.
And, going back to that there's a lot of other things that we were taught that these kids aren't taught today. Like, life isn't always fair, and the world don't revolve around you. All people are different, and you got to treat them the way that you want to be treated.
That's right.
At 13, I had a part-time job and went to school. At 16, I bought my own car, I paid my own insurance, paid for the gas, and I felt good about myself knowing that I could do that.
Oh, yeah.
And with all the lessons and punishment, I did learn a lot when I grew up. I learned about not being self-absorbed, hateful, and a disrespectful brat. And I'm definitely not offended by everything.
Well, we out of time. That was a good program, I think. So, hey, like I say, get a hold of us, give us comments, give us feedback on this, and let us know what you think. And we'll see you again next week, next Saturday. We're just going to put it out on a Saturday and forget it, and that's it. So until next Saturday, what do we say?
I'm not sure what we say on this one.
Okay.
But have fun. You never know what'll come out of our mouth next.
That's right. See ya.